What's good, everybody? It is Sunday, August 8th. This is the Early Edge, your daily sports betting show of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine. So many different ways to play. Knowledge is power, and we've got all the information you could possibly need. A lot of fun last night, coming home with a nice little cash in the main event of UFC 265 to give us a profitable night. The day was, again, ho-hum. We're ready for football. We're staying laser focused, trying to build up that, that money management that we always talk about. So let's bring in the stars of the show here on the Sunday brunch episode of the Early Edge. And yeah, he looks like he's been up for a while. They're in Music City, USA. AP, good morning.
Coach, good morning. Now, I'll say this. The Braves, they cost me a perfect day yesterday. I'm going to burn some Jeff Blauser jerseys today and anger of that. But no, doing great. It's good to see you, boys.
Good to see you, too. 2-0 in the ninth. Braves, what are you doing? My goodness. If you're not going to hit the over, at least let us hit on the run line. My goodness. All right, Maestro, the man is back. It's Sunday. Oh, you look beautiful. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Allan. I'm psyched to be here. Let's do it.
Let's go. All right, storylines that could affect the betting lines today. AB, let's start with you and a little NFL preseason football.
Yep. NFL preseason starts this week for every team across the league. Now, understand this. Last year, when there was no preseason, teams realized it really doesn't matter all that much. So if they have players that are even close to an injury report, do not expect them to play whatsoever. Also, take a look at what the Steelers did against the Cowboys on Thursday night. It sounds weird. Some teams just aren't playing to win this game, right? They're just doing different things. It's a practice. So when wagering on these games, understand what you're getting into, get some data on your teams, be careful, but have fun.
Be very, very careful. It's like, I've always said this, if you're betting on preseason football, it's not as bad as spring training baseball, but close. But close. Very, very close. But we love fantasy. I've been doing all kinds of videos for people out there that are ready for their fantasy football drafts. Maestro, you're on fantasy today.
Yeah, we always talk on this show about picks and betting, but I mean, if you go to SportsLine, you'll see the equally big push this month, of course, is fantasy football and getting you ready for the drafts, and not just the cheat sheets, but the analysts like Jacob Gibbs. I got to single this guy out, and you got to read his content. He has some pieces on there that just blow my mind. You know, he goes into targets per routes run as a great metric that's very predictive. And I'll just one nugget from his article on his do not draft list. And Saquon, he's so down on Saquon. He has Mixon, he has Antonio Gibson, and a lot of other guys that you wouldn't think. He has them above Saquon Barkley, even before this latest injury, where they're talking that he might not be ready for week one. Under Eli Manning, Saquon had those 91 catches, and he averaged 23% target rate when running routes. But in the 2 years since Daniel Jones took over, that is under 15%. He doesn't throw to the running backs, whether it's Gallman or Barkley, as much as Manning did. So people expecting if Barkley was healthy in a full season, that he was going to get 80, 90 catches. Jacob Gibbs said it's not going to happen, and he has him way down. His current value, it's one of his 5 do not draft players, and I just urge you to check out all of his and all the other fantasy content on SportsLine.
We pound it into your head all the time. You say, what's the number one most important thing in sports betting? It's information. It's knowledge. If you're not following us at SportsLine, we can't help you. We can't help you. All right, here we go. Let's get into our picks for this Sunday. It's getaway day. Keep that in mind if you're staring at some overs and certain guys that may or may not play. We've got one play, courtesy Jeff Hockman, who is currently on a 12-4 sizzling Major League Baseball run. He's on the Brewers, -111 over the Giants. Last night was crazy. If you were on the under, I am very sorry for you. 2-1, 2 outs in the ninth, and ends up like 11-8. It was crazy. The Brewers made a big mistake. They're going to bounce back today. We're on the Brewers laying the very small number at home. All right, AB, you said that you were cost a perfect day yesterday by the Braves. Well, if I know you, like I think I know you, you're not taking this lying down. What do you got?
At all, Coach. And you know what? Here's the thing. Sundays are built for simplicity, right? We want to get ourselves ready for the week. And the story today is going to be, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. First play, we're going to the A's, -1.5 against the Rangers. And here's why. Again, Rangers pitcher Jordan Lyle, he's lost 4 straight and given up 18 earned runs in those 4. And if you look at the Rangers in the last 2 days, they've used 10 relief pitchers against the Athletics. If the A's can get to the Rangers bullpen early like they did, yesterday, then, buddy, we are sitting pretty. Second, I'm going to go with the Yankees, the money line against the Mariners. The Yankees have won 8 out of its last 9 and are 63% straight up after a win. This team has a feel to it. They are excited. They get the bats going today. A's -1.5, Yankees money line.
You know what I love about yesterday? And those of you out there that know who you are right now, you know who you are. When the Rangers went up 2-0, oh, the tweets started coming. Oh, the A's pick. Nice job, AB. What are you talking about? Then they lose 12-3. 12-3 or 12-4, whatever it was. But people love to tweet in the first inning. Don't hit send in the first inning. You might look silly like you did yesterday. All right. This man never looks silly. He always comes ready to play. Maestro, Sunday morning. The floor is yours.
Well, Coach, I got to feel a little bit hesitant about my MLB K props because I've been fortunate. I've been on the right side of a couple of plays. I had a guy gave up 10 runs and still went over his strikeout prop. And then I had a guy who was pitching a no-hitter and it went under. Cashed both of those. I feel very fortunate. Kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. But that said, I am going to try to stay hot with Tyler Mahle +110 plus money under 6.5 Ks against the Pirates. You know, his last 3 starts, 5 Ks, 2 Ks, 5 Ks. We have a hitter's ump in for this one. And also the Pirates strike out the 3rd fewest times in all of baseball. So he's going to pitch well. The Pirates are terrible. We know that, but they don't strike out a lot. Let's just get him to 5 or 6 strikeouts, get him out of there with like a 7-1 lead in the 6th inning with 6 Ks and pat him on the back. That's the pitching prop so far. I'll probably have another couple when I get some more info. And then I'm going to play a chalky play, the Phillies. 7 straight wins. Mets are cratering. They've lost 8 of 10. It's Zach Wheeler, the ace, on the mound. Taijuan Walker, since the All-Star game, since that appearance, been terrible. 4 starts, 20 earned runs, 7 homers allowed in 15 innings. This guy's getting lit up. You know, first it was the Braves and the Blue Jays. You could say, okay, but then the Marlins hit him pretty hard. So I'll just take the Phillies to stay hot, get the sweep, and I'm going to lay -160.
Yeah, I watched that game last night, and the electricity that's going on in Philly right now for the Phillies is off the charts. I mean, they are there. There was 38,000 fans there last night. I'm all over this, and it just feels like a boulder that's now rolling down the hill. It really, really does. All right, we're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of the jeweler, who is multitasking today, the ultimate in-team player. All right, the Maestro's at the top of the recap today. Mahle under 6.5 Ks. Phillies -160. Then AB on the A's run line, then the Yankees money line. Then we'll go Brewers from SportsLine on the money line as well. And then you heard AB said it's about simplicity. Today, the gem, very simple. Brewers, Phillies, Yankees, all on the money line +438. Very, very tasty. All right, let's get our week started off well. All of the NFL teams are in action this week. No UFC, but plenty of football. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For AB, for the Maestro, for our EP, the jeweler who puts it all together here at the brand. I'm the coach. Remember, this is your daily sports betting show of record. We like to call it the Early Edge. Good luck. Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.